Do what must be done. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
Hello there, this is Darth Melvin, leader of the Knights of Melvin. The Acolyte episode 4 was lore-breaking garbage. Episode 3 was beyond trash, and the Star Wars fandom took notice. Certainly they couldn't follow up with something worse.
Don't underestimate the Force.
Don't underestimate Disney! Leslye Headland and the chief creative officer that signed off and loves this show, Dave Filoni. Here is my review for episode 4. May and her weapons/potions guy are on a mission to find the Jedi Wookiee and kill him. We learn a little more about this guy. In the previous reviews, I ripped on May for telling him all the information in regards to the Sith. How can you be that stupid? Now this criticism is piled more on the stupid Sith Lord, the guy with a terrible plan, and the guy who should be fired. The poison guy knows the Sith Lord. The poison guy traveled to this planet and found the Jedi Wookiee.
You went in there and risked your life for my master?
No, I risked my life to help you. Admit it. You need me.
From this point forward, Poison Guy is now being called May Simp. There's something off about him. People are suspecting he is the stupid-ass Sith Lord. He might be something because of what he knows, and there's some Darth Jar Jar vibes from him, always being clumsy. That could be intentional. We go back to the Jedi, and they're reviewing footage of May using Force Fu on Sol.
She is fast, but weak. Her emotions guide her every choice in combat.
Yet there is skill there.
This is even worse than originally thought. We're not going on word of mouth from Sol and the Yord Horde. We have footage of it.
Yes, someone has trained her.
Sol says she's been trained. She has a master.
But who?
She doesn't know her master's identity.
They're openly discussing this over 100 years before the Phantom Menace, where they believe the Sith were extinct for a millennium.
My only conclusion can be that it was a Sith Lord.
Impossible. The Sith have been extinct for a millennium.
They even know she's from the Witch Planet and how they use the Force in unnatural ways. They might possibly know a bit about the Force birthing ceremony. To make it even worse, this conehead-looking character is actually a Syrian, who is actually Ki-Adi-Mundi. He's not even supposed to be alive during this time. His species doesn't even live long. But here he is, in Leslye Headland's show, The Acolyte. I thought there weren't going to be any cameos in this show. Is it possible Leslye Headland, the prequel expert, has no idea who this character is? And that's why she said there's gonna be no cameos here, because she doesn't know Ki-Adi-Mundi.
There's a familiar face in the room, good old Ki-Adi-Mundi, but he's still got brown hair at this point. I love that he is included in this story, since he is the Jedi Master to wrongly declare that the Sith have been extinct for a millennium in The Phantom Menace, and then say there's no way Dooku could murder anyone in Attack of the Clones. He's always so sure of himself, and he's almost always wrong. He is a symbol of Jedi overconfidence.
The shills are whining and crying on Twitter. The birthday was legend! Legend is a canon! Legend is a canon! Legends!
You are fake news.
Check out this tweet from the United Spacers Alliance. This is canon that can't be ignored. It is G-Canon, official movie guide for episode 1. And Wikipedia, of course, is covering it up. When you control the fake news Star Wars media, you can make it appear so and fool fake fans.
We must alert the High Council.
The High Council would be obliged to inform the Senate.
Green Bitch says no! We can't alert the Council! They'll involve the Senate! How does the Council not know 2 Jedi Masters are dead? How are they that up their own asses where they are leading the Jedi, making all the decisions, and everyone but them knows there's a former witch running around that has a master that used plot armor to kill 2 Jedi Masters? What about fake Trinity? She was a Jedi Master. Don't you think she knew Yoda? Don't you think she knew the others on the Jedi Council? Haven't they been asking questions? Oh, what happened to her? Oh, I guess they have no fucking idea.
It's absurd.
It's absurd! You're in this show!
A scandal like this would inspire fear and mistrust. We should handle this ourselves.
What does this mean? It sounds like she knows that this is the Sith, and they're back, and they're looking to tip the scales in their favor. How else can you interpret this? Well, you talk to the shills on Twitter. There's no specific mention that this could be a Sith. It just could be like a dark Jedi or something. So it totally fits within the canon.
Echo Bud Light presents Fake Fans of Star Wars.
Fake fans of Star Wars.
Today we salute you, Mr. I Don't Care That Canon Was Broken.
Mr. I Don't Care That Canon Was Broken.
They brought back Ki-Adi-Mundi, a character from The Phantom Menace, who wasn't even born yet. G-Canon was ignored. But hey guys, I love all Star Wars.
I love all Star Wars!
You think Disney Star Wars is great, but you're really a fake fan.
Hashtag fake fan!
We will never forget Ki-Adi-Mundi's real birthday, and that his species don't live very long. So crack open an ice cold Echo Bud Light, you soy boy. Then crack open another for Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant.
Mr. I Don't Care That Canon Was Broken!
Osha's saying goodbye to the Jedi, and I imagine the shills are like, oh yeah, I really like Osha. She's my new favorite character. You know what I think about her? She's a quitter. Always has been. Quit the witches, quit the Jedi. She's just going to return to her bullshit life. But Sol tracks her down and begs for her to help arrest May, and because he thinks there's still good in her. You know, maybe that worked in Return of the Jedi, because that was the best move on the table, but here, that should be the last thing on his mind. And it's not like May is very skilled. He took her out pretty easily the last time. They are just morons and let her escape. Bringing Osha along could cause a problem.
What's that? This puzzle. Is he or they with us?
Pronouns in Star Wars. The Jedi go on an official mission that is on the books to go find the Jedi Wookiee and capture May. So it doesn't matter if everyone dies. It's on the record, and the Jedi will know something fucking killed them. And it's gonna be obvious that it had something to do with the stupid bitch running around doing Force Foo, the one that serves a master. It's obvious as fuck that the Sith have returned.
How do you kill a Jedi without a weapon? It has to be some sort of test, right? You engage unarmed, but can use their saber if you disarm them? Or is that cheating?
It's insane how self-aware this show is, basically admitting how stupid the no-weapon bullshit is. May Simp is asking questions I would ask about, and May conveniently doesn't respond because there is no legit answer.
I think her master means you have to kill the Jedi metaphorically, break them down, use their shame and past mistakes. That's my guess, but I think we will have a definitive answer to that question by the end of the season.
He calls it the final lesson. He says, your final lesson is when you teach yourself. You will kill a Jedi without a weapon. Attacking a defenseless person goes against everything the Jedi stands for. How do you kill someone like that?
May reveals a little more about the bullshit no weapon plan. It's a final test. Who knew this idiot was that far along? She needs to complete it or be killed.
I don't need to do this anymore. I don't need to kill a Jedi without a weapon. I don't need to keep this deal.
What? Cut me down!
Then she suddenly decides she is no longer gonna be with the Sith.
Osha being alive changes everything. My loyalty is to Osha, not your master.
What are you doing?
She's now going to be a rat and tell the Jedi everything, exposing the Sith.
What I'm going to do is surrender myself to Kelnaka, and then turn myself into the Jedi.
The Jedi will put you in prison.
Not after I tell them who I know.
This is so fucking stupid that even fake news Kyle Katarn thought it was dumb.
That's a twist.
Back to what I was saying in a previous review, didn't the stupid Sith Lord know Osha was alive and trained with the Jedi? Didn't he foresee that could be a problem at some point? May finds the Wookiee Jedi and he's dead. He was sliced and diced by the Sith Lord. And the Jedi Wookiee was heavily advertised for this show, and they kill him off with no fight. This is Disney Star Wars. People build up shit and always get let down.
I will say I'm pretty bummed Kelnaka died off-screen. We've been talking about the difficulty of killing a Wookiee for multiple episodes, and while it was a chilling image to see him with a fresh lightsaber wound across his chest, I wanted to see Kelnaka in action. I think we will in flashbacks, but I was hoping to see more from the character.
The Jedi find May, they're going to arrest her. The stupid Sith Lord floats in, ignites his lightsaber, and bodies all the Woke Republic Jedi. I might say that's cool. But this moron hires Amandla Stenberg to kill Jedi Masters, instructing her to use no weapon. I've completely lost all respect for him. He would have to kill each and every Woke Republic Jedi in Episode 5 and denounce Disney canon, ending the series, ending Disney Star Wars if he wants to redeem himself. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'll at least be somewhat happy if he kills Yord, because every loser in the Yord Horde would cry about it.
The episode ends so fast, right as the stranger unleashes his full might in the Force. On the one hand, I'm so upset that it ended like that, but on the other, I am hyped to know the next episode will start off with some insanity, or we might have another flashback episode. I don't know, but whenever we go back to Kofar, it's gonna be crazy. And whichever direction the next episode goes, I'll be happy.
Oh, I'll be happy, because Disney pays my electric bills, and they invite me to the premieres, so I'll be happy no matter what happens in this show. I'll just dress up as Slave Leia and teabag fake news Kyle Katarn. Something I want to point out, look how terrified May is of the stupid Sith Lord. Look how powerless Osha is. Remember this moment. One or both of them are going to tap into the Disney Force and take on this guy. It might be the power of the dyad that magically closes the gap between them. As for what the Sith Lord could be, it's dark, but the guy appears to be black. Definitely male. You can see defined muscles on the arm. I think he's a character we have not seen yet in the show. But I think, given that he's black, powerful in the Force, he could be Mace Windu. I mean, they never specifically stated Mace Windu's birthday in the movies, only in quote-unquote legends.
This party's over.
Now, you might be saying, God, Melvin, you're an idiot! Why would you think Mace Windu was in this show? Hey, I'm just using the Disney show logic. The same logic people are using to cope with Ki-Adi-Mundi being in this show. They changed the lifespan of his species and his birthday for Ki-Adi-Mundi to be in this show. They could do the exact same thing with Mace Windu, yet people would think they'd be more stupid, when it's really the same thing. It doesn't matter with Disney Star Wars and the shills. You can do whatever you want, as long as it's not stated in the movies as legends and didn't happen. Even the G-canon sources can burn in hell. The Acolyte episode 4 was lore-breaking garbage. I didn't think episode 3 could be topped. This one personally amuses me more. The Disney shills are getting roasted, defending the lore-breaking garbage. This show is half done, and it's only going to get worse, and I'm going to completely rip it apart. Make sure to become a knight, subscribe to the channel, join the Knights of Melvin Discord, help plot to take down Disney and all their shills.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the shills. At last we will have revenge.
damn well sure we'll avenge it.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.